You want me to put that on my todger?
This One's Wife. What a Klingon. You'll be familiar with the Klingons, an alien race in Star Trek, but I'm not talking about them. Nor am I talking about the tagnut that you might experience post a defecation scenario, although, of course, defecation and a tagnut would be, in a way, applicable to Omid Scobie. No, the reference is as to the fact that this odious, strange-looking individual, who, of course, we all know as the improbably named Plastic Face Lick Spittle Weasley individual that is the lieutenant of This One's Wife, Omid Scobie, is just an absolute Klingon. He's somebody that hangs on to other people. He's parasitic in his behaviours. He once wrote for Heat magazine and then started to change his appearance. Now, he basically is there as the mouthpiece of the Sussexes, albeit he repeatedly lies about that, suggesting that he's not one. It shows and gives you further insight into the nature of this creature that he claims that he used to go clubbing with Prince William and Kate. Yes. Oddly enough, it has to appear in one of the supine publications, and it's Hello, where Rebecca Lewis is the poor unfortunate that not only has to come up with 750 words of utter nonsense, but it has to involve writing the phrase Omid Scobie. Bell Endgame author Omid Scobie claims he used to go clubbing with Prince William and Kate. Yes, this is the type of individual that only gains relevance by the people that he's around and who he writes about, as opposed to who he actually is himself. But wait until we learn about the nature of this involvement. Bell Endgame author Omid Scobie has revealed that he used to go clubbing with Prince William and Prince Harry, and that their friendship groups often crossed over. During an appearance on James O'Brien's podcast Full Disclosure, the author and royal correspondent shared details of his career and claimed that in the late 2000s and early 2010s, when he was living in London, he would be partying in clubs such as Bougie's with the British royals. Now, given the fact that this man has lied about his age, lied about travelling on private jets, lied repeatedly on behalf of his handler and mistress, and also, of course, has misled people with regard to the issue of cosmetic surgery, we would take with a rather large pinch of salt, is it the case that he has actually attended such places? He drones, "I was very much into clubbing and partying, just in my own private life with my friends. But it really crossed over with the royals, because you'd go to a club and Prince Harry was there, Kate was there, William was there. And I remember it was very annoying, because whenever they'd come in, the VIP room would be like shut off," he told the podcast. What would that matter to you? You wouldn't be in the VIP room anyway. People were just thinking, who's this fucking Ken doll that's hanging around? Does anybody know him? But despite it being annoying, Omid added that it ended up being beneficial, because he ended up making friends in common, and there was some crossover that helped with his role as a journalist. Omid Scobie doesn't have friends, he just has people that he utilises. Later in the interview, as he discussed news gathering, James referenced his sources as being the people you had been friends with in the Bougie's days, to which Omid replied, "Yes, people and club promoters who are also friends with royal families, or on This One's Wife's side, people you had worked with on another project and were now on Suits." Bougie's was a trendy London club in South Kensington that was hugely popular with the young royals in the early 2000s before it closed. A young Kate Middleton and Prince William often made an appearance during the early years of their relationship, along with friends Guy Pelly and Holly Branson, but it was closed in 2014. Other major hot spots included the Bath House, a favourite of Prince Harry's, and according to The Sun, the club's owner, Tava O'Halloran, frequently saw the Duke of Sussex, who was a perfect gentleman, the ideal guest. I wonder what happened to that perfect gentleman. Ah, yes, he met a spider. He had drinks, had dinner, tipped the staff really well, bought the staff tequila shots, had a really cool time, they said. Situated in Sloane Square, Raffles was beloved by Kate and the Made in Chelsea cast, with Kate and William once reportedly leaving at 3:45 a.m. after William returned from his secondment with HMS Iron Duke in the Caribbean. Scobie's appearance on Full Disclosure comes as his new royal book has been pulled from the shelves in the Netherlands, after the Dutch version, reportedly named Two Royals, said to have raised questions about the skin colour of the Duke and Duchess of Sussex's son, Archie, before he was born. Zander Uitgevers, which has published the Dutch translated version of the book Bell Endgame, said on Tuesday that it was temporarily withdrawing it from bookshops in the country. Mr. Scobie told Dutch TV,
"The book is available in a number of languages, and unfortunately I can't speak Dutch, so I haven't seen the copy for myself. But if there have been any translation errors, I am sure the publisher has got it under control. For me, I edited and wrote the English version. There has never been a version that I have produced that has names in it." Bullshit.
There we have a neat summation of Omid Scobie, that he claims he used to go clubbing with Prince William and Kate, but in actuality he didn't. He just happened, apparently, to be in the same place that they were in. It shows how this weird-looking individual has made his living hanging around, picking up scraps from the table, and then, as has been mentioned previously, pestering other serious journalists to name their sources, so that now he's made some kind of money as a consequence of being the mouthpiece for the Sussexes. But he's just a Klingon that has to benefit off the abilities and fame of other individuals. A bottom feeder who just goes along trying to spin out what he's told by his handler, picking up bits of gossip and regurgitating them with no actual truthful foundation for much of what he states on Twitter, now X, or in his book. Scobie, of course, was likely to find himself markled as a consequence of nailing his colours to the Sussex mast, and this disclosure, which has not gone down well, he's going to find himself tanking in the same way as the Sussex's ship is being sunk. The fact that he has put himself so close to them, and the fact that they're not riding to his rescue, as you'd fully expect, demonstrates that Scobie's time is up, and it will not be too long before he disappears under the waves. I'm H.G. Tudor. Thank you for listening.